And these guys are still currently making every color of paint. Welcome back to another episode of StarMade on the Starmada Server. I'm digimazter, and I shall be your space dragon on today's episode. You know, I never noticed when I copy-pasted these, I didn't get the top blocks. See? Woohoo! Nothing there, but if I look at this one, it's got all of its blocks. Huh, weird. Well, in between this episode and next, I've worked on the factory a little bit. I haven't done much with that, but I did a little bit of work with the factory. It's not quite done yet. But I have done a little bit of work. There's that little insider door there. So let's go in. These doors are temporary. I just have them there so it looks like there's doors. Because who uses Plex doors? Not I, says me. This is not decorated, as I said. Not fully anyway. It's just flushed out a little bit. Obviously, the doors aren't done. I built a prototype scooter for just driving around. It's called the Dragon Scooter. There's our seat. Cool little captain chair. It's got 2 thrusters in it. I don't have to have any stop modules because, well, I don't have any gravity on this disc of mine. It's not a planet, so it doesn't need a stop module. It barely fits through this hole because of the little hammer chicks. But we got every single... Sorry if you can hear my dog rustling around. We have every single type... Enough of these to make every single type. They're not really set up to do that right now. If we come down here, we have an elevator. Go up. Unfortunately, I don't have a way down, so that was kind of stupid. But you can't really see anything. But we have our hardener stuff being made here, and then we pumped in here. We're actually out of that stuff. We're out of it. We ran out. So that's the 1% of this. If we go and hit that, you can see I have it all randomly stacked up so it'll look all cool and random when it's done. And these guys are still currently making every color of paint. And they're starting to stack up over there, and they're getting stored right here. If I hit C on that, you can see that one stacked to the ceiling as well. This is just what the windows look like from the inside right now. So obviously this isn't set up at all. It's completely dark. There isn't anything. It's really devoid of all light. I made a mistake and made the floor 1 thick. So that sucks. But I did what I did. And the floor of the ceiling height is 4 high here. It's only 3 high up there because this top part's not supposed to be as big. But I like the outside. Let's hop into a build block. Whoa, we're all the way over here. Here we go. Obviously, like I said, just like that one, the roofs aren't really meant to be seen, but then I thought they will be able to be because people will be able to fly over. Eventually, when we build the dome around, they won't be able to necessarily fly in from this high. But it's going to be able to be got accessed and viewed, so we might need to change up how the lighting system is up on these roofs, but that's for another time. I just like the accent colors that it gives, the highlights. But that's what the windows look. They're the only 3 that I have so far. I'll be adding more to the top. Kind of like it. Looks kind of cool in my opinion. Got our little scooter door here. Let me show you something with the scooter real quick. Boop. And this is kind of cheap because I wanted it to be able to fly in with plenty of room, but I kind of put these things on it and shrunk the door a little bit. So it doesn't really have a whole lot of room. Let's hit O. Said I want to sit on my dragon scooter, please. Oh, there we go. get in it, fly it, disconnect and zoom out. This thing is ridiculously fast if you can't tell. Did I ship thrusters? Oh yeah, yeah, reset all axes. That's why it was so ridiculously quick. But I wanted to be able to fly in and contact this thing, but I don't remember how to rotate easily anyway. Yeah, this thing doesn't have any kind of like side-to-side rotation, really. Boom. But when you go in, and since I can't really get back in since the door's so tight, you can just shoot that thing, and it will rotate us to where we're lined up and ready to shoot back out. Because the thing on there's a rotation dial, and it's set to look this way and rotate this way. So when we sit on it, it just rotates us. I could set it up to where when you dock on, it'll rotate you around, but it works. It's kind of cheaty, but it works. Yeah, that's it. This needs a little bit of work because it's too fat, but I like the little handlebars. So today, because this is all done and doodle-a-dood, and nothing's changed down here. Everything's the same. All the same. So today, what we're going to be doing... Oh no, how am I going to get out of here? There we go. Is possibly fiddling around with designs of ships. So we're just going to go into this thing and start designing a ship. But I got a couple things I want to do before we do that. And I'll be right back. Alright, so we're at the shipyard here, and we're going to go ahead and hit this. And I have a design already made, an order already placed. I clicked create new design and I put a name in it. Did this while I was at work, but nothing is in it. So let's load design, Dragon Fighter in K1. And the design is loaded. To see it's just straight up a thingamajig. I put a door here. Boop. So it's just a core. So we fly out here, we hop in the core, and now we're in flight mode. Now we're in build mode. So let's hop out, get out of cargo, and we have unlimited blocks for whatever we want to use. So I kind of have like a ship design in the other monitor that I kind of want to do, but it's kind of like a detailed build, and I'm not a detailed builder in this game. But we'll see what we can do. And we're going to try to build out an advanced armor since we can build it. I'm going to do a lot of mining off camera and whatnot so that we can build this stuff once it actually comes time. But these are all free blocks, so let's just play around. And that's all we're going to need for right now is that. So let's see if we can design this. So this is the core. And obviously we're going to want this to be in the floor like I normally do. So let's just see how long we want this thing. I think it's going to be pretty big because the nose is pretty huge. So let's send it out here a little ways. You know what? Let's undo all that. Undo, 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 undo. And then, is it this one? Yeah. Let's do 20 blocks. Let's see that length. That should do. Maybe only 15. Boom. 15 blocks. Let's look at it from this way. So we don't get all blinded by the light. And then I'm going to want to go down, I don't know, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Adjust this to 15. Okay. Maybe I should do 20. And 5. Bunk. Bunk. This is how it is to build a ship. You sort of just place some blocks and you look at it and you go from there. Alright, let's go up 5 as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on the 5th block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's set there, so we just place it that many times. Alright. Okay. Let's undo that. And undo. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that'll put this top slightly above the core, but not super far. So it's sort of like a cockpit area, like that. This is the undernose. Okay. So this is where I want everything to meet. So let's see. This is difficult. Hold on, let's do it like this. This is the cockpit, and the seat is going to be... Here, let's go in here. Let's grab some pink hull, just for a bright color. Get rid of this. The seat should be, what, like right here-ish? So that lets us know where that's at. That quarter gives us this line. So that means that I'm going to come from, like, here. Back like so. I'm trying to design a ship here and this isn't working. So there's a specific sign. I want it to like swoop and come to a somewhat of a point. I just don't think that that's big enough, but this is going to be a huge fighter. We're already at 17 mass, and like judging by, and I think it's because I'm using advanced build blocks. Let's actually use normal hull. It's easier for us to build in. Easiest for it to attain, anyway. This is how I design ships, so I'm sorry if this is boring. I just want us to get some shipbuilding done. And I haven't really built any ships or even thought about designing a ship since that beast. So it's been a little while. And I'm not the greatest at it. So let's just play around. So let's see. Get this back up to 20. Let's do 25 this time. See how long that is. Alright, and that's already got us 1.4 mass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go on the 5th block, go down. But boom. And there we go. Excuse me. That's everything we had before, just a little longer. So this right there should be, say, the longest part of the ship. So let's go up. And then we meet it like so. I don't like that. But if you go up too sharply, it does that. Oops. Oh, you can't. That does the same thing. So let's move this. Let me move that back there. That's just going to be longer. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to arc that much. That's far too close of an angle. Alright. Let me fiddle with this, because it's already been 9 minutes of me just placing the same block. So let me play with this a little bit off camera, and we'll come back and look a little bit what I got done, and then we'll wrap up, because we're probably not going to get very far at all this episode. Alright guys, I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. I've been at this for about 2 hours now or so, just fiddling. I'm not completely happy with anything, but it's a progress, and I think we'll be able to, I know a direction, so we'll be able to make more progress from here. I have some weapons going on. I have an overdrive planned, nothing set up for it yet. Damage pulse lasers, beam lasers. These are not supposed to be beam things. They're supposed to be 8. They're supposed to be cannon computers. 2 cannon computers. So I have the weapons in here, and this nice little block of doodads. We can actually reach the front of them here. We have 4 beams, 1 pulse, damage pulse laser, and 4 sets of cannons. Actually, 5 sets of cannons. One there, one there, one there, one there, one there. So let's link these bad boys up, and we'll actually go to the test center. So let's grab that, and then Shift V. Hey. Shift. Hey. Is there a block right in front of it? There must be. Well, that's no biggie. There it is. Shift V. See, now they're all connected. We can actually just hollow this out real quick so we can get to the rest of the weapons. Boom. That's that guy. Let's connect the beams. Beams are here. V, 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 V. Holding Shift. And in this beam computer, we're going to do these 4. Boom, 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 boom. And this cannon computer, we're just going to do this guy. Alright, and then we're going to grab this, and we're going to slave this one. And then we're going to grab our boops. We're going to grab our beam, and we're going to slave this one. And then we'll just go ahead and put these blocks back. Like so. And we'll get out of that. Get out of this guy. Gotta come up with a way of getting in there. This is all temporary too. I'll probably rebuild it a little bit. But just working on it. Place order, let's go test and design. Boom, there's our ship. Slowly get over there. Get in this bad boy. We're in build mode. Now we're in flight mode. I have the camera in free look. Alright, so here's our damage beams. They're constant, 100% damage beams. Wow. This is to take out shields. And then we have our pulse laser. It's rapid fire, so we can do this. And this is to completely eat through the hull and everything of the ships. Because this thing does some pretty good damage to ships. So this is a ramming ship. That's what this guy is for. It's probably going to be mostly tube shaped so we can get in and get out. Sort of like a bullet. And we can just burrow straight through the ship. So that's basically what I have designed for these. And that's kind of what the weapons plan is. It's just for taking out pirates and just burrowing through ships. I don't know how well it's going to work. I kind of just want to try out the damage pulse. The beams are really good at taking out lasers. I know those work. But this guy is close range. I think it's going to be cool. And I like how it kind of like takes away the look of the glass as it goes through. That's kind of cool. And it's right in front so we can get pretty good penetration on them. It's going to be awesome. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode, even though that whole first part, it looks nothing like what I was going to, and this is nothing like the ship I wanted to build. I sort of gave up on that design because I'm not that good of a builder yet, but I will be pushing myself and progressing further and further and further. Right now I seem to like tube shapes, as you can tell with the last ship and this ship. I like tubes, tube shapes. They may go boom, tube shapes will go boom, and I've been really into beams. Beams are cool because they're great at taking out at shields, like I said. So we'll get this up and running next episode, and maybe even with enough time to take down a pirate or two. I don't know. We'll see. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed. This is Digimaster saying goodbye. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.